it's time for a new jolt. That's not always a bad thing. In fact, I happen to be one of the few people that like it when we get new jolts, although I do hate it because usually they're in like some kind of $20 Target set, and I don't want to buy all that to get a brand new jolt to add to my collection. And there are a lot of cool jolts if you count like the Clue series and then some of the Rebel ones. And recently I got the Zombie Strike jolt from, you know, TJ and Ashley from the Banks Nerf Network, and that was probably one of my favorite ones, but I think I just surpassed that. And it is in fact a jolt, and it happens to be in the form of the Nerf Zombie Strike Clampdown. This thing is absolutely rad, and I promise you it is in fact a jolt, just a tad bit bigger, but with a little bit more utility. You'll notice this box here has a little bit of empty space, and that's because it's originally a 2-pack, and if you're looking for this thing, I couldn't find one of these single anywhere on like Hasbro's website. Like, they have it on their website, but you can't buy it. No Amazon, no Walmart or anything like that. I found this at my local Walgreens, which I didn't know I had a local Walgreens. In fact, I forgot completely that I had a local Walgreens, but I found it there for the princely sum of 10 American pesos. For 2 jolts, 4 elite darts, not a bad deal, especially when the jolt happens to look as cool as this. I'm gonna need a moment. This thing is so sick looking, I don't even really know where to begin. And spoiler, it's a jolt. Performance before the battery in my chronograph died, which is really annoying, hit 56 and a 51, which is a little bit higher than my last jolts, but still, it's a jolt, not a tad bit better. But it looks so cool. Look at this thing. Now you can see the obvious shape of the jolt plunger tube right here, inline barrel, stick a dart in there. You prime it down here, and thankfully the priming bar, since we've been modifying them for so long to flip them the other way to be better, well, now Hasbro's is doing that by default. They did it kind of originally with the Rebel stuff, because they had the ring pulls, and now we've got this, and it is comfy. Now, of course, the draw isn't all that great, because it's a jolt, but still, you get this really cool, it's of course supposed to be a clamp, you twist on that, it's supposed to clamp together. It's kind of manufactured out of like hardware tools and like car parts or something like that. Really weird looking, and with a kind of a weird, I would say if I were to spray paint this thing like gray and just weather the crap out of it, it would look like something out of Rust. Like, you know, screw the Yoka pistol, you can get this little single shot pistol, you just drop a shot into, fire, that would be kind of cool. Get a little off topic, but it looks awesome. If you totally wanted to have 2 of these, and you could, it just works that way. It's a really nice looking blaster, and that's about all I can say about it. A lot of people hate new jolts. They do, I get it. Hasbro remakes the same thing over and over again. They've been doing that with everything. New Strife, woo! New Jolt, woo! Fire Strike, woo! Little annoying because we don't really get all that much new stuff from them, but this is going on the record for probably one of the best looking, best designed blasters Hasbro has put out. It's got this little knob back here. It looks like that's where you would put like a, you know, comes some kind of tension thing, and then like a little firing pin piece right here, right in line with the barrel. This kind of negative space right here. This grip, the grip is very comfortable. The trigger is also very comfortable. It works just like a standard jolt trigger, but it's really flared out right there in the middle, which makes it a lot more comfy to use. And then the barrel, the muzzle, just looks so great. Oh, and I don't know if you can tell, but this right here is straight up matte, and this stuff up here is matte, but it's kind of weird. It's a different kind of matte finish. And then the inside right here is all glossy plastic, and then of course the pull down right here is also glossy plastic. So a lot of love went into the molding of this blaster, and to get 2 of them for 10 bucks, it's really hard for me to say not to pick one up. And they just look so darn cool, and again, they're jolts, they fire really well. I'm definitely going to be taking these to a war and using them, because it just works. I love the jolt. Now, if you were to take this thing apart, like, you know, take out these screws and maybe be able to pull all this plastic off, it does look like this orange barrel, I mean, it looks like it wouldn't come off with the rest of the stuff, but it might. I haven't taken one apart yet. I mean, I'll take one apart and let you know, but still, like, It's a Jolt. You probably don't need it. I know everybody was expecting that, but it looks so cool! Oh, it's gonna be one of my favorite blasters. This is definitely something I'm gonna paint, because I need to paint this thing to make it look somewhat more authentic, instead of the, you know, gray, or the green and gray and red, and I mean, actually keep the red. That's kind of cool, but I'm just gonna ramble. It's a Jolt, it looks cool, it's Clampdown, $10, local Walgreens, pick one if you want it. It'll probably show up everywhere else. I know if you go to Hasbro's website, you can find it on there for $5.99, but if you click on it, it doesn't actually take you to a sale page, so it'll show up eventually. But that's the Zombie Strike Clampdown. I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like the Clampdown, hit the like button and let me know why down in the comment boxes below, and if you hate Jolts, the dislike button is there for you as well, but I feel bad for you, because this thing's just so cool looking! Oh, right, it has the tactical rail! I can put a scope in my Jolt! Yeah! Scoped Jolt! I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one.